Salute and greetings to all my melanated, carbon-based brothers and sisters on the planet they call Earth. Now this video here, we're going to give you some questions that you should and need to ask the government and all Caucasians. And if they could answer these questions intelligently, most of them can't answer it though, but you'll see where I'm coming from. Let me give you these questions. Now, we all know that Alex Jones, now a lot of things Alex Jones says is true. You know, a lot of things. But by him being a patriot, that means that he's in favor of America in the 1776 founding of America in the United States when they had slaves. You know, but this wasn't, we wasn't just slaves. See, we wasn't just like a slave, regular slaves that when they say, well, all countries had slaves or whatever. No, it was different types of slaves. You know, they said we were indentured, but we were prisoner of war slaves that lost our name and our culture. See, slaves in ancient times or even in modern times, they don't lose their name. They don't lose their name, culture, language, their God, the worshiping of their God, the way they worship, because we worship the God within ourselves. So now Alex Jones asked him and the Patriots, and matter of fact, you could ask all these people, Caucasians, the government, if you promote the Federal Reserve note and accumulate a mass amount of Federal Reserve notes, you support the New World Order, aka the Illuminati, aka Satan. You are elevating your submission to the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers by using that Federal Reserve note. See, they are the king and masters of usury, because that Federal Reserve note is a debt dollar. Plus, it went against the Constitution. The Federal Reserve note, see, they don't talk about this. They talk about everything except this part right here on Section 10. And black people don't either. It says only Congress could coin money, bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender of payment. You see, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. obligation of contracts. You know, you got to have gold or silver to settle all debts. And when they went to paper money, the paper money looked like this. You go a $2 bill, but it's got that red on it, which means you could take this $2 bill today to the Treasury Department and get $2 worth of gold, whatever the price is on the gold. It says, y'all look at this and see what it say. You don't see no Federal Reserve on there. You see a silver. Wait, I got it upside down on the bottom instead of the top. You see United States of America, $2. That's all. It don't say Federal Reserve note. The Federal Reserve note is IOU. Now you ask Alex Jones and all them why they don't talk about that. And if he do talk about it, why is he trying to accumulate a whole lot of them if you don't agree with it? All of them agree with that because they all work for the Rothschild. Everybody in the United States work for the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, because we are handling the money that they print up. Okay, a patriot means you support the founding of America's system of the black African slave trade by means of war and brute force, dehumanizing the black man by stripping away his culture and giving him the status of an animal. You support that if you're a patriot, black or white. And giving us your names, your language, their devotion to the Supreme Being has been replaced with your system of worship, in which is a lie, because you really don't believe in Christianity, because you replace the real name of so-called Jesus. His name was Isa. The real name was Isa, with Jesus, because they didn't have J's back in those days. And even in the Bible it don't say Jesus. It say Emmanuel. And the Jews aren't legit because they are the ones that tried to kill so-called Jesus or Isa. Now second, I'm just getting started. The coronavirus. Where are all the bodies being buried? Are you burning the bodies? And the military seems to be not affected by that. Any parts of the military, the police, some of them you might hear one or two getting it, but not like you hear about the general public getting the coronavirus. And why, if you say China is the one responsible for the virus, why don't you retaliate like you did with Iraq and Iran and Libya and Vietnam when they did something you didn't like? And why don't you attack Russia, since you say they are at war with us? We're going to have to go, but we're going to come back with a part 2. Things you should ask. Think about it. Black light.